The advice that I'd give other parents who are thinking about sending their kids to DSST is to go ahead and do it. It's an awesome school. They're committed to your student success.
If I wasn't at DSST, I don't think I would have decided to go to college.
It's cool to be smart at DSST. If you ever attend a morning meeting, the sense of community amongst those students with their teachers is really unbelievable.
So it's gonna be forever. So it's gonna go down in flames.
I honestly think the first time I went to a morning meeting, it almost brought me to tears.
DSST brings together so many different kinds of people, puts them in one place, and they work together to achieve sort of a common goal.
It is such a different experience than you see at other places. The community is strong, so you feel like you can depend on people.
At DSST, I've met my best friends, I've met just everybody because we're all on the same page, and if someone's in the hallway having a bad day, not just one person is going to care, but everybody's going to care, and that includes teachers. You don't seem insignificant at DSST.
Day one, when students walk in the building, when we start as staff, we talk about the core values and how the core values impact how we operate on a daily basis.
My favorite core value is integrity. In middle school, I felt like it really meant not cheating on a test and following the rules, but as I've matured and into high school, I learned that it really means having integrity to myself and figuring out really what matters to me and how I can always be my best self.
I think the core values have allowed my daughter to truly find her voice. When she came to DSST at first, she was somewhat shy and unsure of herself. Even though she did fine academically, she wasn't the student that would raise her hand and offer ideas simply because of her demeanor. But I think that aspect, especially the courage, has really enabled her not just to become an advocate for her and ask questions, but to become advocates for other students as well.
It was easy for my husband and myself to get excited about this new school. Because it was a small school, Ben, our younger son, was able to play 3 sports through all 4 years of high school, and his leadership skills just absolutely blossomed.
My favorite thing about the school is the passion of the teachers. I've never seen anything like it. My kids come home every day and have something good to say about at least one of their teachers.
The teachers have, all the way back to 6th grade, have always been there for me when I needed it. When I was going through rough patches at home, even fights with friends, they've always been the people who are almost like parents away from home, and they just do the most amazing things.
If you look at the success rate of the school, why would you want anything different for your children? I don't think that my kids could go to any other high school and come through it with the close relationships that they have with their teachers, and to know that their teachers are always there and available.
We're always focused on the where you're going and not necessarily where you're at now. Recognizing that all students have the ability to be amazing students, and that sometimes they do get off course or off task, but really having a school system that supports building them back up.
When I came here, it was a really big change for me, but I didn't feel like I was struggling because there was a sort of introduction to the fact that they weren't making me do this stuff, but they were sort of helping me see that I could do this.
Ben, our younger son, would not have gotten into Stanford without the opportunities that he got through this program. The recruiters for all the schools, they know the reputations of the high schools, and they know that an A from DSST means you really did the work.
The kids are able to, both through their academic classes and through activities and clubs after school, do things outside of what you would think of a typical STEM curriculum. It's not all about science and math. My daughter started a creative writing club.
I didn't really know what my friends were talking about when they're all like, middle school, man. Middle school is hard, and I'm like, what are you talking about? No, it's not. It's such a nicer place to be than other schools because there isn't like all of this bullying.
I would totally recommend DSST to any family. It's a great school that has provided me with so much opportunity that I wouldn't get at another school.
I know a lot of parents are reluctant to consider DSST because of the high standards and the discipline around that. And what I would say to those parents that the value and the return that you get on sending your children there is invaluable. You can't put a price on the readiness level that those students will have when they reach graduation and go on to college.